Hello everyone, this is Lorena, and I'm back with another video for Vanguard Zero. Time for the shutdown arc to continue. I believe that the card fight against Ibuki is one that I actually get to card fight, which isn't as common these days. Yeah, for some reason you just don't card fight as much, but it is less predictable that way, and probably better in some ways, although I can definitely appreciate Vanguard by actually playing it later, depending on whether or not I can actually get through the main story before that. Yeah, I had to complete the entire story before the shutdown arc ends. And, you know, if I have enough time before the game shuts down, I can go play Vanguard some more and maybe record myself doing some... I might be able to record some card fights against other players, but I will have to be very careful if I do that, because the emulator likes to freeze. And that's bad, honestly. Even with the level of leniency that this game has, it still sucks when the game freezes. Weird, do you think we got the wrong day? No, the event's definitely happening today. No, the event's definitely happening today. I checked. But where's the crowd? Don't people know there's a quest taking place? It does seem weird. And maybe everyone's gone into the auditorium already? I don't understand what's going on here. Look, this is where everyone is. Of course! How could I not know? I also didn't look up how to pronounce Rummy Labyrinth. I mean, Labyrinth I can pronounce, but Rummy Labyrinth? You know what? I should look up how to pronounce it, because I'm pretty sure there is a pronunciation guide online. At least for the word rummy. You need to know how to pronounce that word. Sometimes I'll look up how to pronounce things, provided, of course, I think that I can find a pronunciation guide. Some words I don't know if I'll be able to find a pronunciation guide for, but fortunately, with some things I can. And I don't always do that with everything where that is a possibility. I don't look up pronunciations for everything. I know, I probably could learn how to pronounce more words, but moving on, I'm going to look up how to pronounce rummy. Pronunciation. I misspelled that word a lot. Yeah, I mispronounce pronunciation. I have to constantly remember what it's like. Okay, rummy. That's what it says. It says it's pronounced rummy. So it's Rummy Labyrinth, not Roomy Labyrinth. Yeah, it's rummy. Like rum. Like rum. Look, this is where everyone is. Thank you for coming today. I hope we'll see you again soon. It's Luna, and is with her. Looks like a meet and greet. Okay, I see. Looks like a normal one to me. Yes, a normal one. Meaning what? Meaning there are non-normal ones? Yes, there are plenty of those. I'm sure Seiya has a lot of those. I'm sure Seiya makes up a significant portion of meet and greets that just aren't normal. Honestly, what did you think I was thinking about? I mean, you're not wrong, but still. What? How come people are leaving? The quest hasn't even started yet. It's always like this. Why? When we started, there were huge crowds, and not to mention all the participants. But the quest was just way too difficult. So there are fewer and fewer people coming out. What's difficult about the quest? Seriously, what's wrong with it? Koji and Kai are just too overwhelmingly strong. Oh, it's them. They're too strong. You know what I have to say to that? They're weak. Everyone's weak. Get stronger and come back when you're less weak. Oh my god. They shouldn't have to hold back for these weaklings. They shouldn't have to hold back for weaklings. Oh my god, it sounds bad. The only ones who come out here, the only ones who come out are the diehard fans. And those who seriously think they can beat them. But that's ridiculous. They really should be promoting it better. It's a waste of a G quest. As long as we can fight, it's fine. Fewer people works for me, helps me to focus. I completely agree. When there are too many people around, I just can't focus on shit. When there's a lot of people around, you can expect some chatter, and I don't like that when I'm trying to focus. Well, I guess that's true, but nothing we can do about it. Nothing we can do about it. Apparently, it's the policy of the branch manager. Okay, I don't know anything about the branch manager. Also, I remember that I messed up recently, and I will not provide any elaboration on that. Also, no elaboration. No, that's bad. No. Excuse me, branch manager. We're ready to begin. And don't worry, I left Koji and Kai in charge of everything. There won't be any problems. What is this guy okay? I'm sorry, sir, but we really need you to be there. I'm, very busy at the moment. Fine, what is it you want with me? The quest that's happening today? We only have 21 participants. I fail to understand why there is a problem. I fail to understand why there is this problem. I don't understand this phrasing. I fail to understand why this is a problem. That sounds better to me. Like, does he say there's a problem? I don't understand how that's an issue. 21 is still plenty. It's an opportunity to fight against some of the world's top card fighters. So why has there been a decrease in the number of participants? Oh, I see. So he actually does mean to question why there's a decrease. Okay, fair that he would ask, but I mean, to be fair, why is there a decrease? Because the participants are weak! They're weak! Why am I going on about this again? I remember when I was first going on about that, and then I'm like, I'm still doing it? Why? When was this? Oh. Oh, I remember now. Shit! Well, it may have something to do with the level of difficulty. The level of difficulty shouldn't be a problem. If someone's weak, that's their fault. I mean, Vanguard is a card game, okay? Some weaknesses are not your fault, and there are legitimate weaknesses. But when there's a card game, listen, even children can play Vanguard. So with that entry level, if minors can play the card game and win just fine, then that's not called that's not a problem, is it? I mean, the difficulty level is perfectly suitable for anyone, regardless of age. It doesn't matter, there's no barrier of entry if you're young. I mean, if you're young, that probably means you have more time to study and learn how to play the game better. Right? Of course, I may have some biases, but I mean, I don't really understand why there's a problem here. I mean, I have lost a lot of card games. And yes, that may suck, but you may have also noticed that I don't really surrender. I just sit there and accept that I have lost. I don't walk away from a battle once I've lost. I simply wait for the results to become finalized, and then the game's over. My actions speak louder than any words. And sometimes I am very loud, but still. If this is an upheaval for the Stargate branch, why can't we just have things... Did it seriously just freeze again? The answer is yes, it did. Alright, hold on a second. I'm pretty sure that I recently restarted the emulator and it's frozen again. Ugh. Alright, hold on a second. I'm hoping that the emulator is properly frozen. I mean, muted. I hope the emulator is muted. Oh my god. Well, I didn't mean for it to freeze like that. I thought restarting the emulator would prevent this issue. I thought restarting the emulator before recording would prevent this issue. It did not. It did not. It froze anyway. Just to mess with me, I guess. Okay, I can turn the music back on soon, but I'll have to resume things. I guess the Stargate manager is so asocial that even the game itself chose to respond by just freezing. And that's how asocial this manager is. He doesn't even want me voicing his lines. He thinks I'm invading his privacy. How? I don't see your face. I'm not even in the room. What am I doing wrong? Well, I am criticizing people for not being strong enough to take down Kai and Ibuki. But there is that. But, come on. Even when I complain about some level of difficulty, it's not like I just walk away. No, I do my best. If I lose, I lose. If my opponent won, then they win. I don't walk away and hit surrender buttons. I don't do that. Except for that one time where I hit the surrender button in Vanguard 0. Because there was no fight to be had. I was grade stuck at grade 0. I couldn't ride to a grade 1. And when I did draw a grade 1, it went to the drop zone. Because I couldn't choose which card to discard. So it just chose automatically which card to discard. Since there was no card fight to be had, I surrendered so my opponent knew exactly why there was nothing my opponent knew what I was doing because that's why I surrendered. I surrendered to let my opponent know that I just couldn't ride. That's why I hit surrender. But if there's still something going on, then I have no reason to surrender. But I do understand why people surrender every now and then. Because sometimes it kind of gets annoying when your opponent is doing the same shit over and over. And stall decks are not fun to play against. Okay, can this game respond to me, please? It's time to let me resume. Thanks. You took forever. You took forever. Okay, give me a second. I had to turn the music back on, which I sometimes forget to do. Especially with music like this. Yeah, I don't like music that's too happy and cheerful. That makes me sound like a terrible person. Just my taste in music, okay? I'm not gonna change my taste in music. Just to sound like I'm normal. I don't want to be called normal. I'm not. It's just false information. I'm not normal and I don't see why I had to pretend to be. I mean, I do have standards, obviously. I'm not going to be weird for the purpose of it, but I'm not going to hide who I am everywhere either. Well, it may have something to do with the level of difficulty. This is an upheaval. This is an upheaval for the Stargate branch. Why can't we just have things as they are? Why can't we just have things as they were? Just quietly playing Vanguard. Why can't we just have things as they were? Just quietly playing Vanguard. Okay. I mean, I understand this branch manager on a spiritual level because I'm heavily introverted, but even though I'm heavily introverted, this isn't exactly... You're not managing much, are you? Is this seriously all the participants? Welcome, everybody. You'll be pleased to know that we're ready to commence the Stargate Branch G quest. I'd now like to introduce our stars, Toshiki Kai and the one and only Koji Ibuki. Let's go over the rules. They're quite simple. Choose 2 members from your team, and then each of them will fight one of these 2 players. If you can win just one of the 2 matches, you receive 10 points on your stamp card. If you lose, you'll receive a simple point. If you can win just one of the 2 matches, you receive 10 points on your stamp card. If you lose, you'll receive a single point and it's over. And now if you could all make your way to the waiting room, we'll bring you out when it's your turn to fight. Okay, so at the last branch quest, Tokaha won. At the Dragon Empire branch, Shion was the reason they won. And at this branch, Chrono is the reason that we win. But to be honest, Chrono's turn was coming eventually. Hey there, nice work, man. So he came, the guy in the jacket. I guess he wants to get his revenge. Yes! But he's a pretty good player from what I've seen. You and I are not the same. Wow, you're fighting him with that? I've decided. You guys are going to be the ones to fight today. You've both got some sort of connection with those 2. Chrono with the Koji Ibuki, Shion with Toshiki Kai. You sure? You sure that's okay? Yes. Yes, you sure. You have a score to settle. That's good of you. Tokaha, thank you. One condition. Just make sure you both win. The branch quest will be... The branch quest will... Only one of them has to win. Those are the conditions for getting 10 points. Just win one of them, that's it. Calling team try 3. With the player challenging Toshiki Kai, please make your way to the arena. Oh, hey, Shion. Is it your turn already? Yeah. I'll be there to cheer you on. We've got some time to kill before our next performance. I think it's amazing that you've won every match of the G-Quest so far. At this rate, it looks like you'll win the whole tournament. Well, we still have a long way to go. Right now, we need to focus on winning one game at a time. That's a very sensible approach. Luna and I are both going to be rooting for you. Good luck out there. Thank you. Go get 'em. Show Kai what you're made of. Go get 'em. Show Kai what you're made of and blast him away. Stand up, the Vanguard. I'll be watching you. Fine by me. Unbreakable sword, unwavering soul, Pierce through with your nerves of steel. Ride Blue Sky Knight Outmile. I see you've changed since the last time we fought. I ride the Vanguard, Dragonic Kaiser Crimson. The Narukami clan can wipe out all rear guards on each turn. You've chosen this deck on purpose, haven't you? This is your trial for me, isn't it? I'll let you in on a secret. I was expecting this. I'll let you in on a secret. I was expecting this. Oh, really? Then go ahead and show me what you're made of. I am no longer the person I used to be. I'm going to let everyone in on a secret as well. No, seriously. I'm going to let everyone in on a secret. I am changing. I am in the process of changing and becoming a new person. Whatever the hell that means. It means that something about me is changing because everyone changes. But I'm in the process of changing. And I have no idea what that means, but I know that some parts of me are changing. And that's why I've mainly just been playing card games and nothing else. Because I'm still trying to put everything together so I can actually expand what I'm doing on my channel. So I'm doing a bit more than just playing card games. However, that's still going to be the majority of my channel for years to come. Yeah, I think it's going to be hard to, you know, make thousands of videos for, you know, other things. The majority of my channel is going to be card games for a very long time. And that's provided I keep this channel and YouTube doesn't ban me. YouTube, please don't. Dragonic Kaiser Crimson. Fire off their... Dragonic Kaiser Crimson. Fire off their sword... Dragonic Kaiser Crimson. Fire off with your sworn comrade Vermilion. Thunder of Apocalypse. His engines really started revving. So what now? Time to rev it up, that's what time it is. Activating Vermilion skill. Attack all front row units. Slash them to pieces. Don't you hate when your opponent does that? Arg. I do. Even when he uses his skills to regroup, it all gets wiped away when facing Narukami. And the opponent's power keeps on increasing. Every time he stands, the attack goes deeper and deeper. No way. The damage counts at 5 already. Shion. Well played, Tosuke Kai. But I think you'll find you made a mistake. One you'll regret. You should have finished me off last turn. A new story begins. It will be epic. Time to grasp hold of the world I desire. Generation Stride. Aerial Divine Knight Outmile. He's managed to regroup his units. Well played. I will keep fighting till the end. Bow down. Show this sword some respect. Now I attack the Vanguard. Kneel before my sword. No hesitation. Not anymore. No matter how many times I fall, I will not fail. And now prepare yourself. Complete guard. Prepare yourself, and he blocks it with a complete guard. Ugh. I've been watching you carefully. However, final turn. Shed light on the universal grounds. The frenzied thunder that pierces into the darkness. Generation Stride. Conquering Supreme Dragon. Dragonic Kaiser Warning. Did I pronounce that right? Did I read that right? Yes, I did. And that's what the word says in game. Kai's getting serious. He's being forced to go full out. Attack. Ugh. Toshiki Kai. So this is what you're made of. Shion Kiba. Happy to be our opponent. Clap, 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 clap. And that's what Rummy Labyrinth is wearing outside of the game. Yes, because they're in their idol outfits in the game, but in the audience they're not. That's what they're actually wearing. Everyone enjoyed it, but Shion lost. And Shion, I'm so sorry I couldn't win. There's no need to be sorry. That was an awesome match. She really made Toshiki Kai work hard for it. But a loss is a loss. I've got a long way before I can reach Kai's skill level. However, I'll do it. Good work. How was it out there, Kai? He seems to be giving you some problems. That Shion, he's gonna be a good card fighter one day. So what's your feeling about him? He could do it. In fact, all of them could do it. They might even surpass the expectations you have of them. Anyway, you're up. I'm aware of that. But there's one thing I want you to say, Ibuki, and if you don't say it, I'm going to say it for you. I couldn't say this before Vanguard existed. So I'm still saying it here because I'm gonna put words in your mouth, Ibuki. Unless you say it yourself, and then I won't have to. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap things up for this video. In the next video, I'm actually going to card fight, and I'll kick Ibuki's ass.